believe I lost my Nuka Tapper saves. Jen's got style I can respect.
Stressed?
Yeah. That malfunctioning... Hey, you know your way... Perfect. One of them construction protectrons went haywire on us. Last time a bot went nuts, it nearly pulled a guy... Thing was making everyone... We got it waiting over in the lobby until someone... Yo...
You'd think with all of that tinkering Skippy does, that he'd have come up with something more medicinal.
Wow, they've really gotten set up here.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? Feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
Now, isn't this a nice
I spend
vacation?
all day outside trying not to get shot at. Sometimes I miss how simple life is.
As I've said, finally you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The high is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her. Oh, don't tell people about that. You'll scare away the customers.
A nightclub. Here, in the rural mountains of West Virginia.
From what I've seen, you hippies could really use the excitement.
Oh dear. I don't even know where to begin with correcting you. In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Of course I didn't have to. We're all free people, aren't we? I take it upon myself to answer a pain in the ass with a full-body Charlie horse. At a minimum. Honestly, do you not stick up for yourself? Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and it's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work! And no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear! They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug. That's why it's so angry now.
Marketing tactics? What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood. Huh. No sensible business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since. Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier. The devil swoops down from the sky and swallows them whole.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenient. The devil!
At least I warned you. Better keep your eyes on the skies.
These robots sure make my job easier.
Ain't nothing gonna happen inside this refuge.
Oh, did it always smell like this? You would think in a city, people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh! Very funny. There's more chance to see a pirate ship flying over this city than some kind of winged goat. The best bet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter. Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
You gonna make a necklace out of those caps?
Keep your nose clean, kid. What? There's a cult going around.
The High Rollers Lounge had...
Seen one too many Jersey slides gone wrong. Be honest.
Don't bother me.
Buttercup. His name will be the death of me.
The house always wins, eh? Well, not tonight.
Everyone's in a twist over
Royal
Conchetta
flush
giving orders.
again? You must have the angels on your side, my friend.
You mean you don't see it, Stan? He's playing you. Ain't nobody got that kind of luck.
Oh, come on. You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know what I love most about you, Stan? How much faith you put in your friends.
This is ludicrous.
I still got... Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing me?
Come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row? Now, you grab that cash and take care of your family. I'm headed out.
You looking at something? Always a shame when you think someone's got your back and turns out they're just playing you. But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double, but they looked exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something. You heard of me? Well, as a matter of fact, I am Stanley Soriano, proud father, handler of official business, an avid patron of this... Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of camps, but as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after camp? You know, you do look familiar. You don't happen to be one of those out-of-towners helping out around here? Well, all right. A friend of the family deserves a taste of the best our city has to offer. But first, you'll have to prove yourself trustworthy. Provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as Zaid stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight. And those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And Zaid gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again. Sounds like we have an understanding. Now listen carefully. You're gonna have to get backstage somehow. Maybe by posing as a cast member. That's your best shot at getting access to Zaid. Once you've got an opportunity, I'll meet you outside after the show.
Looks like hide and seek's over. You
I was on top of the world!
New to Atlantic City? Or are you lucky enough to live here? I think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show.
I have to push the limits. It would be dangerous to disappoint.
I'm not your tour guide.
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and entertained? Well, tonight, as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations. That it is! Opening night for our shining young star. Please head straight inside. We may be a bit late tonight, as we are still awaiting the arrival of one of our cast members. The show simply cannot start without our star clown. Trust me, they are worth the wait.
What's poppin'?
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
I just can't wait to make everyone laugh. Watch who you're staring at! What? You got something to say?
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death. We're all just minds in a boundless world. Don't look so sour.
Dibbles? Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now, before our audience turns rap.
Waiting around will be the death of me.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean? Fun fact! Nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy!
I'm hungry!
Where's my pie?
Yeah, get him! Scrumptious. Where's the whipped cream? Good one.
Good boy, go for it! Where's the whipped cream?
You have satiated my appetite.
And now, for a classic trick with an explosive twist, watch as this deviously dexterous merrymaker juggles live grenades!
Grenades!
Ooh, that looked like it hurt! We'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our star clown!
You? What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Help you? I have enough to worry about as it is. You weren't supposed to know about all this. There's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise. Let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. I gave them something. I still have more to give. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation. Family. I used to know what that meant once. Nothing ever turns out quite how you imagine it. But I suppose that's no reason to stop trying, is it? It never stopped me in showbiz.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh! Mother has to hear about this! She's gonna send the whole city after you!
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect... Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zaid wears a protective vest underneath his costume. Puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zaid and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal.
Eating around will be the death of me.
A night of heart-throbbing classics! Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life and limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Boo! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, I fooled myself! They all see it. Oh, I've got to get out of here! Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! I'll make you pay with your funny bone!
Clowns and showmen, brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished. This is now over go into the nearest bar, splash of blood, and start the fun!
Beyond your wildest expectations, was it not?
This place is a pocket of paradise.
I heard the news. Showman are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised. A taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. Now, didn't I just say I got a tight ship to steer? Even if we did have such a doe snooping around the family, who finally got too damn entitled for her own good, I wouldn't tell you nothing about that. Hey, I told you. I don't know nothing about any little pest like that. And you'd be wise to watch your tone with me. You forget who I am already? The Russos are long gone. That is, if there ever was a Russo. I sure don't know any Russos. Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
Have you met... Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. So it was, Off? How so?
Must have left something. Where did I screw up?
Well, I'm an old man. I've been retired for quite some time now. Before then, I seem to recall working in the garbage business. I made sure that the casino quarter was spotless, and the city kicked up some cash for me in return. Dad? What kind of question is that? I can't say they would. Unless it's one of the many victims of my bingo skill.
Tell me you have the dose.
Get away.
You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Then? Mom. And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Oh. Right. Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this, Abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Are you all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind that there's usually another one waiting.
I heard it's gonna snow later. Do you see the snow? It's supposed to snow. Oh, it's you! Helping the family out? Oh, no, that's dangerous work. Hope you're being safe about it. Abby, in trouble? If only I could have. If only I could have, if only I could have, spent more time with her. Abby, darling, such a strong child.
I wonder what Pop knows.
What is that?
Welcome. So what did Pop have to say? Pop. So he's not totally gone. Well, that's reassuring. Or upsetting. Haven't decided yet, and don't have time to. Well, if he won't help us, we'll need more of a Hail Mary. I agree. Ever since Abby mentioned Pop, I've been racking my brain, trying to remember anything he might have told me. I remember he would take business trips to the city center. That's government territory. so it always struck me as out of character. He told us he had a warehouse there. Never said what it was for, and I never found out either. If he really was involved with Devil's Blood, though, maybe that place has something to do with it. Maybe the family is keeping stock there. Even an antidote if we're lucky. Glad you agree. I know it's a long shot, but it gives us a starting point. Alright, we'll need to borrow that vertebrate of yours again. I'm coming. We'll fly into downtown, and I'll get us in contact with an old friend of mine familiar with the rumors. She'll know where to go from there. Let's meet in Atlantic City and go from there.
Gonna have a problem.
Okay, now that we're here, it's time to find Sloane. She used to patrol this area. Said if I ever needed help, to head this way, and she'd find me. Alright, let's see if she still knows my whistle. That wasn't what I expected.
Forgot how much that hurt.
Didn't think I'd ever hear that whistle again, Vin. But it sounds as good as ever.
Thanks, Sloane. I bet you thought you were rid of my poor aim when I left the Munis.
I know I never wanted to be rid of you in the first place. But yeah, I really did.
Let's see what Sloane has to say.
Always nice to see some friendly faces. Though I don't recognize yours. What brings you back to AC, Ven? You bringing me a new recruit?
I've come to ask you a favor. Remember those reports we used to get about the family snooping around our turf? We're here to find them.
The family? Steer clear of them, Ven. They're trouble. What has you looking for those gangsters anyway? Your new friend here drag you into this? A cure? I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Abby's on Devil's Blood. We're here trying to find an antidote. I know the mob moves in and out of the district. Don't ask me how. It's the perfect place to hide chems. Tucked in a dangerous part of town, away from their precious casino, out of the spotlight. If they do have a warehouse here, maybe we can find a lead on a cure. Please, I need your help.
Ven, I'm so sorry. You know I want to help. But first, I've got my own problem to solve. I'm only out this way because my squad got scattered fighting Overgrown nearby. I'm still missing a lot of my people. I need to find them. But there's a lot of ground to cover.
Listen, you're our best bet for finding that warehouse. Let us help you. Together, we can find your squad faster, and then you can repay the favor.
Really? Are you sure? Abby needs you.
Like I said, to help Abby, we need you. Plus, I can't just leave my old comrades to die.
If you insist, I won't turn you down. But I hope you aren't doing this out of some misguided sense of guilt. And what about you? You as good a Samaritan as Mr. Russo here? Not a bad instinct. Happy to have the extra body. All right. I saw some of my cadets head down the road past your makeshift landing pad. Head over there and help out anyone you can find. Vin and I will take our own path and help out the rest. Meet us up the road closer to City Hall when you're done. I have a hunch about where we can find that warehouse of yours. Good luck.
My bad day just got a whole lot better. Thank you.
Thank you. You saved my life.
Oh, that brought back some memories.
Missing the good old days?
Oh, I don't miss the danger. But it does feel good to be a Muni again, even as a fill-in. Stay? I couldn't do that. Right? My family needs me in Appalachia. Abby needs me.
Abby. Poor girl. I hope for her sake, whatever hunch you have pays off. You should check down this alley. We've seen family members hanging around a building down there. So we never press them on why. Could be what you're looking for.
If they're guarding a building off their usual turf, it has to be something important. But how do we get in? Worth a shot. We'll hang back and keep watch from this direction. Good luck.
There's no way.
You've got this, right?
So how you gonna pull one out of thin air?
They're your family, Finn. You did the right thing.
That's what I keep telling myself. But there's a part of me that still thinks I did wrong. By you.
You know I'd love to have you back, Finn. But Abby comes first.
You're back. That was incredible. What did you find? Look, that was a private conversation. But you're doing us a huge favor here, so I guess I'll spill my guts to you too. Yes, I had second thoughts about leaving Atlantic City. I loved my job with the Munis, wading into the scummy pond water, taking the torch to endless nests of overgrown. It was the furthest thing from my past and current life. It had meaning. I wasn't slinging cocktails for killers or working all night just to keep my mom's insane project in business. I really felt like I was living, you know? Not shutting my eyes to the world outside, wishing it would all just go away. So you can imagine, I have a few regrets. I know. That's what I tell myself every day. Enough about me. Really? Then we were right. I can hardly believe it.
I think I know the building you're talking about. We received reports of people slinking around that area, but it's so full of overgrown that I dismissed the idea out of hand. That was dumb of me. Let's head that way, see what's there. Maybe we can sneak inside.
Has to be something. Hey, what about these? We used to use pipes like these to pump the water out of buildings and go hunting for salvage. But couldn't we reverse the flow? And use the pressure to flush the family out? With the right adjustments, we can blast enough water inside to take out any guards and create some kind of opening.
Now that you mention it, we did have an incident once where a newbie mixed up the valve order and blasted a bunch of overgrown to Kingdom Come.
Yes, we're so close. I just know this will pay off.
It's a good plan, Vin. But this is the end of the line for me. If a municipal officer got caught assaulting a gangster hideout, it could jeopardize the peace we have in Atlantic City. Before I go, though, I want to make you an offer. I want you to come back to us when this is all through. Curing Abby takes precedence. I would never say otherwise. But it's clear you missed the job. We'll take you back. I'll pull whatever strings are necessary. What do you think?
I knew this was coming. My family needs me, desperately. If I'm not there for them, they'll probably devolve into raiders or ghouls or worse. And I'm only half joking. I need to think about it.
I know you will. I'm sorry to make you choose again, but I really do feel it would be right for you to return. Think it through. I'll be here for you either way. Good luck, Finn.
Okay, concentrate. Back to business. These pumps are finicky. We'll need to turn the valves in the right order to reverse the flow. The valves are marked with their numbers. I think the order should be 3, 2, 4, 1. Can you remember that? That's right. Let's have at it. Whoa. That did it. Let's get in there and clear out what's left. Did it. The plan worked. Okay, now we just need to look around. Before we do, though, tell me something. Once we're all past this, do you think I should come back here? Leave the business, try and return to my old life? I guess it is. It's just hard to come to terms with that. I chose a different path, after all. I never saw myself as someone who would drop everything to follow his dream. It just never seemed realistic. When my family came begging, I went back to them. It just seemed like the right thing to do. I always want to do what's right. I'm just not sure what that is right now. What would you do in my position? That's a very blunt assessment, but I appreciate your honesty. Maybe I need to give my own happiness priority. You've given me some food for thought. Thank you. I'll sort out my own feelings later. Now, it looks like there's another... Who do we have here?
Hey, look. I just work here, okay? I don't want any more trouble. Take what you want, but don't hurt me. Me? I'm Jean. I cook blood for the family. Not my first choice, but it has its perks. Wait, why am I answering your questions? Who are you? What are you doing here? Cure for devil's blood addiction? That info is what we call classified. You'll have to make me an offer better than the kneecaps I'll lose for telling you. That's real sad. But you know whose life is also on the line? Mine. Oh, you're right. You're right. It's just... Look, I would if I could, okay? But I can't cook an antidote for devil's blood. Not with what I got here. I only use synthetic materials. Hate to talk down my own product, but yeah, it's almost like knockoff stuff. Wasn't always that way. In the good old days, before I was caged up like a lab rat, we used a pure, organic compound. But times have changed.
But if you had that organic compound, you could create an antidote? Can't we get it for you?
Well, maybe if you could get it. Well, good luck with that. Even I don't know where it comes from. Only the original creator does. And he's long gone. Conchita Lombardi drove him into exile when she took power. Might have even whacked him by now. So unless you happen to know where Tony Russo is hiding out, you aren't getting your cure. Sorry, pal.
My father? Damn it, Pop. I knew you had something to do with this. just not what...
Wait... Tony is your dad? The mafia boss Antonio Russo? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're Vinny? I really am losing my kneecaps.
Seems like we owe my father another visit. Senile or not. We have to get him to cough up some info if we want to save Abby.
Senile? Oh, kid! Did you really fall for that act? That man's as sharp as a carving knife. He was barking orders right up until he fled. Never a hint of forgetfulness. Oh, I won! He's been pulling the wool over your eyes, Finn. Yeah, I'm just sad to see you fell for it.
He... What? There's no way. Unless... I was pretty busy. And I'd been away from home, working for the Munis for a while. Did I just take it for granted? A defense mechanism, I suppose? Maybe he thought if he acted harmless, then the family would have no reason to pursue him to Appalachia. Those hitmen from the Rose Room proved that wrong. You're right. We need to do whatever it takes to make him admit he's been playing us, or dig up something that could lead to a cure. I know this was a lot to go through, but thank you again for doing this. I'll meet you at home when you're ready.
Hope you, find what you're looking for. So, if I help with this... Right, when? Will there be a reward involved? Possibly some blood?
I've lost count of how many cigs I've smoked waiting for you to arrive. Not a single one has calmed my nerves. I was hoping they would. I managed to get everyone in one room. It was a lot harder than it sounds. We need to confront my father. He can't hide anymore. Not when Abby's life is at stake. Good, 'cause I'm not. But we don't have much of a choice, do we? This way.
Oh, look, it's snowing. Hello, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long. See, it was, Oh, hello. So good to see you again. Sure. Lay it on me. Abby? Why? But you know, kid. I'm sure. Have you met my daughter?
There's no time to chat.
She's an honor roll student. True. Hello, how are you? Lost? In Atlantic City? Have we met?
Something to...
Hello, how are you? Sure. Where? I ground her, but she's got a fiery... Evan? But I saw her on stage. I brought her... Vincenzo is... When he grows, he takes it.
Let's just hope this goes well.
Oh, God. I'm scared. I think it'd do better if Mom would accept reality.
Oh, look, it's snowing. Hello, how are you? Off? How could I not be? We're in the most beautiful... You are a cop... Is that a rhetorical... Atlantic? Have we met before?
Mom, will you relax? This isn't helpful. He's sick. We don't even know if what Vin said is true.
Abigail, please. I've handled more than one bad performance in my day. I just didn't think it would be my husband I'm booing off the stage!
Ladies, I do wish that I could help you, but this devil's blood sounds very dangerous.
Just cut the crap! Your acting's not even good. Frankly, it's embarrassing that we fell for it for so long.
What? What's going on? This is all very overwhelming.
Ven, where did you hear that Dad is faking?
I met one of his old business partners, Jean. She told me everything. Pop's been faking senility to get out of AC so that Concerta Lombardi can't have him killed. That's why those hitmen showed up at the Rose Room. Our friend here can back me up.
Is this true? I wish I could say I can't believe it. But, God, Dad, really? This was the first thing your brain went to? To fake dementia?
And this cursed nightclub! All that nonsense you gave me about an Appalachian nightlife. Ah, just another falsehood! No one makes a fool out of me, Antonio Russo!
The only one making a fool out of you is yourself, Evelyn! All of you! So yeah. Yeah, I was playing hooky. You think it's because I like walking around like a dried prune asking what day of the week it is, huh? I got a target painted on my back by the damn mob!
Would you rather have a senile father or a dead one, huh? Yeah. Thought so.
I just wanted a dad. Period.
You can write a novel on why you're innocent later. How about we talk about what we're going to do for Abby?
Hey, let's not overreact now. It's just a little indulgence, right? Who doesn't have a vice these days, huh? She looks fine.
Oh, I've married a Shakespearean villain! haven't I? Our daughter is dying, Antonio.
Why? Oh, would you quit the melodrama for just a few seconds, Evelyn, for the sake of...
For once, she's not being dramatic. According to Jean, Abby needs a pure sample of devil's blood to make an antidote for her withdrawal symptoms. And you're the only one who knows how to get it.
God's sake. You had to go for the one chem you couldn't come off of. What's the matter with you? All right, Peanut Gallery. There's something you all need to see. Come with me.
Whoa. Antonio! What is this beast doing in my home? Oh, disgusting.
I've seen one of these before stalking around the city center. Not something I'd want to piss off, I'll say that much.
We started seeing these fellas show up around 10 years ago. Devils, we called them. They're still pretty rare. Elusive.
Why do you have this?
You tell me, honey. Would the showman pay top dollar for a freak show devil corpse?
So you killed it to make a profit.
Hey, Abby, look at this thing. What do you think it is, a bunny rabbit? It's as ugly as sin. Look, I needed an edge over Concerta. Quintino had yours truly to be next in line to be godfather, but that little viper wasn't having it. She tried to sabotage me at every turn. I needed to make more caps, prove that I was useful.
And embalming this thing was the answer. Oh, what a ridiculous idea from a ridiculous man.
I'm ridiculous, Miss Prima Donna? What wasn't ridiculous was this fella's blood. I originally took it to Jean to get it embalmed, you know, promised her a small cut. But any dreams of a sideshow attraction disappeared when we realized the tantalizing properties of its blood.
Does this mean you still have a sample of its blood? We need to get it to Jean as soon as possible.
It just so happens I do. If what you're saying is true, then we need to act now on an antidote. I'll take Abby and your friend here to Jean. No, what a tag-alongs. That damn mob's gonna be swarming our tails the whole way. Concerta will know I'm back the second we touch ground on Jersey soil.
Damn it. If it weren't for the mob. Stay safe, all right, Abby?
I will. I got us into this mess. The last thing I want to do is to drag you further into it.
I hope you know what you're doing, Tony.
You, me, Atlantic City. Many reasons, kid. For one, they're a pain in the ass to kill. They'll turn you into a paper angel before you know it. This fella here is already dead. That makes things a hell of a lot simpler. Two, probably because Vin was too busy fantasizing about unicorns and rainbows or whatever munis do. I could get a skywriter to spell it out for you if I wasn't... Concerta wanted to ice me out. I thought, fat lot of good that did. You saw those assassins? You can guess whether she bought it or not. Couldn't agree more. Abby and I will meet you. Try to get there in one piece. Concerta's goons take no prisoners. Give me...
That went about as well as I expected.
if I help with this...
So, you managed to get here in one piece. Took you long enough to get off that vertibird.
Yes, of the essence, right. Of course, yep. You're Abby, right? You sure you want to get clean?
Focus here, Jeannie.
Focusing. Right. Do you have the sample?
Yeah, but this here is liquid gold. Don't break it.
Give it here.
Hey, Maran, can we...
Dad, just wait.
No, this isn't good. This is the opposite of good. What is that? Bad? Right. Bad.
What's the problem here?
I wasn't expecting this. This has profound implications, and I don't know where.
Just spit it out already. My daughter is dying, and we don't have the time.
The sample you brought me isn't pure enough to make an antidote with.
What?
That's a very funny joke, Gene.
That came from the Jersey Devil himself.
How can you get any fucking purer?
You're not gonna believe me, but, that wasn't the real Jersey Devil. If such a thing even exists, that is. This is juvenile blood. The one you killed was just a child.
What? So you mean the ones we see coming out of the Barrens is just... it's... children? Then, how big's the father? Huh? Or the mother? It's hard to tell with these things.
I don't know. No one's ever seen it before. Live to tell about it, that is. The quantity of neural proteins present in the blood sample isn't vast enough to qualify this as an adult. But if there's a juvenile, that means there's a parent. An adult would have blood
So, you're saying you want us to go into the Pine Barren? Just trying to see if I'm the one who's going nuts, or if it's still you.
But if it's our only option, we've got to.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying.
Right. Looks like you and I have some business to take care of with a gentle... Not sure. Hey, Egghead. How do we draw an adult devil out?
That I can help with. We've got enough here that I can make fake devil pheromones. If you can bring the pheromones to high points in the city center, maybe the scent will draw the devil out of the Barrens.
I could probably think of a few places to bring him.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go.
We? Oh no, Abby. You're not coming.
What's your excuse this time? I'm an adult. I can handle myself. I've been handling myself for years now.
Hey, don't bring your mother into this. Yeah, you've been
strung out on a chem you sold.
You little... Wait for us here. We'll be back with the blood.
You'll never change.
Go ahead, walk away. It's not like I'm trying to save your life or anything.
Was a made man, and his father before him.
I won't put you down. It didn't hurt at all. It didn't hurt at all. I thought I'd have more time.
Can't believe they've got me fighting someone so soft.
This is it. Hope my daughter's grateful we're about to whack a living legend for her. What gave it away? Is it the constant tension or her blatantly hating my guts? I know you're not supposed to have a favorite kid, but I did. And it wasn't Vin. When Abby was real little, I took her under my wing. She was a total daddy's girl. Showered her with affection, gifts. I used to let her sit in on all of our meetings. I showed her the ropes. But there's a reason they call the Cosa Nostra the family. It's 'cause it replaces your real one. And you've got to fuck over your real one to keep the family happy. What didn't change is the real question. Abby, she was, you know, getting older. Becoming more of a teenager, less of a little girl. She was growing into a formidable young woman, and that was the problem. It's not that it suddenly became an issue, it's that, well, when you're a kid, it don't mean nothing. It's all fun and games. Once you're an adult, you're locked into that life for, well, life. She was gonna end up just like me. Just, you know, with less respect. There ain't a law saying women can't be in the family, but there's always been opposition to letting them reach positions of power. Yeah, it's tradition. It's always been men who have done the killing. Stealing, the plotting. I was next in line to be godfather. Do you really think they would have accepted her as my heir with no issues? Just ask Conchetta. Why do you think she has a target on my ass? If she could have been Don, Quintino would have chosen her. She's his flesh and blood, after all. Of course not. Let's not compare apples to oranges here. Abby and Conchetta are two entirely different stories. I owe her nothing. That woman is ruthless. She'd make a great tyrant, not a leader. I can almost admire it if she'd stop trying to murder me for 2 seconds. But we got more important things to worry about. I wasn't about to set Abby up for disappointment. Train her all these years just to be rejected. I just distanced myself from her. Didn't let her sit in on my work no more. I never told her why. I summertime, she just got the hint. She knew I was the big player moving devil's blood around AC. Don't know, she knew I discovered it, but there's tons of chems you can get hooked on in this shithole, but she got hooked on the one thing that she knew would get my attention. Trouble is, blood is highly addictive. She got in to win my love with some such bullshit, but there's no getting out with that poison. She was only a child, only a teenager. Her brain was hardly, well, developed. Yeah, I was under their thumb, but maybe I could have done better. I could have kept her close, but it might have screwed us both over in the end. And I don't know if I could live. Listen, the bastards that... all that blood. Pure devil blood. Do you know how much this shit is worth? I'll tell you what, kid. Why don't you take a little more than you need? It'll take longer, sure, but Abby's waited. I'm sure she could last a bit longer, and I can take the rest back to Jean and make an we could make it. But there's... Well, you... You might be right there. I'm getting too old to chase these cabs, kid. I don't know how much time I got left. The mob aside, I might as well spend the rest of it trying to make it right with my kids, right? Just take enough for Abby. All right? Just leave this sucker. Yes! Come on.
You're back. Well, and you have all your limbs. Exceeding expectations again, I see.
All right, Jeannie, we got the
Hurry.
goods.
We
Hey,
don't have much
where's that?
time. Yeah. About that.
I'm gonna ask nicely one more time. Where is my daughter?
She took off. It wasn't my fault. I swear, Antonio, she just left.
Why on earth would she do that? Her life's in
You
jeopardy,
should hurry.
for God's
Think
sake.
of all that pure blood being wasted. She said she needed to be alone. That this is a mistake.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did she say where she went?
Sorta. She said she went to the place where she met her real father.
Kids and their dramatics. We need to go find her then. Agree.
Abby!
Please, just leave me alone. I was hoping you wouldn't find me. Please, just...
Abby! What the hell's gotten into you? We got the sample. You need to come back to the lab.
Why even bother with it? Is there even a point to this antidote?
What are you talking about?
Do you even remember what happened here, Dad? You wasted a guy on blood because he didn't pay up. What even sets me apart from him? Why does he get a bullet to the head and I get an antidote?
Abby, this is ridiculous. I'm not gonna just let you die over something that happened 14 years ago. We can't just let her walk away.
A normal life, huh? Let me ask you something. What life do I have to return to? What point is there? My mother's too busy looking in a mirror to look at me. My brother can't be there for me for forever. He has his own life to live. My father kills people and ruins their lives for a living, and I've never even been good enough for that. So let me ask you again. What do I have to go back to? With a life like that, what'll even stop me from using again? Then all of this would be for nothing. I would love to believe that, Only actions show change. Consistent action. How do I know anything is... I'm not surprised. I don't believe my father fought the devil's...
There's plenty left for you, kid, but I also got enough where I can turn a profit with the rest. I'm sure you understand. It's not...
It's not about the blood or even the stupid devil. It's about the fact that you've always chosen Caps over me. Why did you walk away from me? What did I do wrong? Even if that's true, he should have stood up for me.
I wasn't there for you, and for that, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But the truth is, you didn't do nothing wrong. And I never hated you. I knew you could never really be in the mob. They would never even let you file their papers, let alone call the shots. I didn't want to set you up for failure, you understand? And for that, I'm sorry.
After everything we've been through. Not now, not ever. I'll take the antidote, I'll get clean, but after all said and done, I'm staying here in AC. I don't want to see any of you ever again. It's time I carved out my own path without being weighed down by all of your wrongs.
But I've shown you that I can change. I've shown you that I can do better. Look here, I got the antidote for you, sweetheart. Isn't that enough?
Dad, trust is something you've got to build up to and maintain. You've spent 2 decades showing me I can't trust you. It's not like one good experience can undo all the broken promises. I'm sorry, but it's...
Then we'll do things your way. We'll go back to the lab. It'll give you time to think things through and maybe change your mind.
I don't think I will, Dad. I've already made up my mind. The sooner I've got that antidote, the sooner I can get as far away from him as possible.
Oh. And, will there be any leftovers? Just one moment. I need to engineer the antidote. Are you sure you want this, Abby? No more blood. Forever.
Put a sock in it, Gene.
All right. This should be good. Ready, Abby?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Well, do you feel any different?
I don't know. Not really. Wait. I feel... the craving is dying down. It's not as intense.
You should feel some immediate relief. But it'll take weeks for the symptoms to fade completely. It'll only get better from here on out. Not worse.
Thank you, Jean. I should be thanking you the most. Without you, I'd still be... That means a lot to hear. I never considered that anyone cared about whether I lived or died. But I guess some people do. Even if it's not Dad's first priority.
You got this all mixed up, Abby. Of course I want you to live. What do you think I came all the way back here for, huh? Why do you think I gunned down the actual devil himself in the flesh, huh? I don't know what else I... Now, you ready to let go of all this and head home?
I already told you, Dad. I'm staying here. There's just too much to let go of. I need to get away from all of this and start fresh. I'm sorry, but this is goodbye.
Cut the crap, Abby. You had your tantrum and it's time to move past this. Abby! God damn it! Well, that's that then. She's made up her mind. My wife and son ain't gonna be too happy about it. Prepare yourself for hysteria. Well, no need to roll out the red carpet for us, but we're back.
Where is Abigail? Where is my daughter? Antonio?
She's not coming back, Evelyn.
Well, is she okay? What the hell happened?
Physically, Abby's fine. She got a cure. Mentally, the jury's out. She decided she wasn't interested in coming home.
This can't be. We were going to rebuild. Have a happy family again.
It's unexpected, but I guess I'm just glad to hear she's all right. Maybe she can find something better out there.
Hey, you. A final word? Well, it's not a full party, but I still owe you my gratitude for prying my daughter from the devil's grasp. Much as I like spoiling her, Abby will make it on her own. I always knew she would. Too stubborn not to.
The wayward. More like the bedraggled. But I don't want their business.
How would things be different with a normal family?
Well, smart Alec, I raised it, didn't I?
I actually have something I want to talk to you all about. This has been on my mind for a while. Ever since we came to Appalachia, I've missed working with the Munis. I don't know if I've ever actually had the chance to express it before, but that work, it meant a lot to me. Helping people, making a difference that doesn't just get washed away by the next problem. I'm not ready to leave it behind. I'm also going back to Atlantic City. I hope you can understand.
Every bird flies the nest, son. If this is your time, then so be it.
Oh, Vincenzo. You really are all grown up. I only hope we've spent enough time together that you won't forget me. Oh, but both my children gone? A mother left to languish in a cabin in the woods. I can hardly bear it.
Hey, haven't you seen the fountain out front? In the realm of post-apocalyptic mountain living, it doesn't get much swankier than this.
Whew, it, feels really weird to talk about myself.
Oh, you'll get better with practice. I certainly did.
Yeah, maybe a little too good. Don't you think, honey?
You know you love it.
All right. Family meeting's over. As for you, our doors are open. Least we can do in return for your assistance with family matters. Maybe one of these days, we'll even have a happy hour worth inviting you to.
Welcome to the Rose Room.
Hey, you think you're a regular gumshoe, huh? Hey, nice to see you. Ah, look at you, you little loan shark. chasing me up on my debts, I see. Well, it was a classic case of my eyes being bigger in my stomach, or rather, bigger than my wallet. Selling blood outside of AC yields no results. So yeah, neither of us is making a profit off this one, but